Derrick, just what was the atmosphere like in the locker room after the game Saturday?
Everybody was happy with the win. You know what I'm saying? It was a big game, big opponent. You know what I'm saying? Just excited to get the win and the way we played. So it was just very exciting.
That kind of that kind of performance remind you of, everyone talks about the Alabama Bowl from just a couple of years ago. Did that kind of remind you of the type of performance that we saw a couple seasons ago?
I mean, we wanted to play physical. We wanted to come in and execute the plan the way we prepared. And you know what I'm saying? We prepared right all week. We just had to go out there and execute on every aspect of the game, offense, defense, special teams, and that's what we tried to do.
Coach Saban was asked about your rushing numbers actually going up in the second half. Do you feel like you get stronger as games go on?
I just try to run the ball from the first to the fourth quarter, and just try to run physical, and just try to finish on every run. So I mean, if it's getting stronger in the second half or not, I mean, I'm just trying to run hard.
Were you surprised before the game there was that trash talk thing that happened between you guys?
I mean, it's football. I mean, everybody's just excited, just ready to play. So I mean, it's football. That's gonna happen.
That's something I would assume that's something you guys don't want to get involved.
No, we don't try to trash talk. We just try to let our play talk for us.
I know you guys try to not focus on any of the outside chatter, but the perception of what Alabama is week to week changes so much. The dynasty's over after the Ole Miss game. Now it's back after Georgia. What do the coaches tell you guys in regards to that?
You can't worry about outside talk. We gotta worry about what we do and focus on what we need to do every week so we can get better and better every week by the way we go out there and work on the field. So you can't worry about outside talk. I mean, everybody talks, but we just gotta go out there and worry about what we can control.
Do the older guys on the team, because I mean, no matter what you do, some of that's going to leak in there with social media and all that. Do the older guys kind of deliver the message as well?
I mean, it's already understood. We don't really try to worry about what outside talk because we know it's all about what we do. So outside, we don't try to worry about stuff like that.
What about inside talk when you have imposed your will on an opponent? How does that make you feel as an athlete, as a player, that you do what you did this past Saturday?
I mean, we just got to stay level-headed. You know what I'm saying? It's a great win, great opponent. We beat a great team, and we just got to focus on what we need to focus on. That's our next opponent, that's Arkansas. So, I mean, it's a great win. Glad we got the win, but it's time to move on from that.
Were you happy for Jake, too, in some ways, to perform like that? And what have you seen from him in terms of his improvement? It seems like he's starting to get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, Jake did a great job. You know what I'm saying? He played great poise, great leadership, make sure everybody knew what they was doing, get everybody lined up and things like that. And every week he's got better and better. He's a great competitor. So after this week, I expect him to do the same thing next week and as the season goes on.
Another guy who had some breakthrough kind of plays was Calvin Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
How encouraging is that to see a guy like him step up, especially in a big spot like you needed him to on Saturday?
I mean, he practiced the way he plays, so I expect him to do things like that week after week. So, I mean, he's a great athlete, great competitor, so I expect big things out of him.
Coach talked about the consistency, and that's something that is talked about every single season. But as a player, consistency, it's one of those things that can be coached, but also it's something that's ingrained within you as a person. Talk a little bit about having to deal with that and yet remain consistent.
I mean, you want to be consistent just so you're able to deliver for your team week after week. And if you be consistent, you just got to prepare right. And coaches always talking about preparation, you know what I'm saying, from Monday to Thursday. And I mean, you just got to prepare right throughout the week just so you're consistent. So, you know what I'm saying, you practice how you want to play. And I feel like that's the big key, this preparation for you to be consistent, is knowing everything that you need to do with the game plan that's been set throughout the week. So,
you recognize that in some players that's easy for them to do, and you don't necessarily have to help them, but some it may not be a strength, so you have to help them along throughout the week of preparation.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's your role of being a leader of the team, just helping the guys that need help and just making sure the guys that really know are still on top of their game. So you just got to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do and helping other guys just so they're better as well.
I know something like the 24-hour rule has been talked about a lot over the years, moving on from a win or a loss, regardless of the outcome. Does it help in some ways to have a team like Arkansas ahead of you to help you put that game behind you and move forward?
I mean, the SEC has great teams. So, I mean, every week you just have to prepare right and get ready for the next team because every team is good in the SEC. So, yeah, Arkansas is a great opponent. They got a great team, and we're excited about playing them on Saturday.
Ryan, Brian Kelly told us that last year that Arkansas game was kind of that moment when it all clicked and you guys became the team that you were.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like Saturday against Georgia was kind of that moment?
I feel like we just played a great game on every aspect of the game, and everybody just wanted it, and everybody was just hungry, and I feel like we really clicked as a whole. I just feel like I just feel like everything will still keep going as the season goes on.